Hey y'all, we back in the building. Happy Friday, y'all. So we're doing our midday meltdown. In case you were wondering about the title, we're doing it a little bit later today because I ended up, my schedule kind of was a little bit wonky today and I had a late meeting. So lots going on. I am doing so much on the side outside of what I do here, y'all. It is crazy at times. Also, all of our midday or meltdowns or our midday ponderosas, if you're looking for drive-by tea, this ain't the place. Okay, we're gonna have a little conversation. This is our chance to woosah, and we're gonna talk about a couple of different topics. So when you come into the room, just a little bit of housekeeping. Let us know where you're watching from. We wanna hear from you, and we want to know where you are. We want to know that you're doing well. We got Belgium in the building. Come through, Belgium. Vegas, Maryland. We want to know where our people are watching from. Also, too, oh, y'all. Okay, so no, this is on my list, right? So I passed the real estate. I'm about bad as Martell. Okay, passed my real estate class and the exam for the class, but when I was set to go to take the exam, that was also the week that I ended up getting the panorama. But do y'all know what's funny? I don't even know if y'all knew that I had the panorama because I was still working every single day that I had the panorama. I did not stop working, but it is on my list to get completed within the next 2 months. So I will give you guys an update about that as we go along. I am so happy that you asked that question because it did allow for a moment of transparency. I too am I'm having a Martell moment. I mean, I'm having a Martell moment. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Um Hey, Hyattsville down the street. Yo, Miss N, I'm trying to make it back to Cape Town. I was trying to buy a condo there. It's so much that I'm trying to do all at once, but God is like, slow your roll, son. Hey, Dubai. God is definitely like, slow your roll, son. Um, yes. Tuned in from the DM to the V. Come on, Mount Kitty with this photo right here looking all good. I love that I can see y'all photos in this new way that I got this little the StreamYard set up. Um I'm trying to go on a cruise too. I need a break. Yes, trying to buy these properties, y'all. I'm trying to sell some. You know what's funny with the real estate exam? I don't even want to sell like that. I wanted to learn, number one. And number two, because I do have um a sort of home slash company or whatever, but that's a whole different situation. I'll talk about that on the I'll talk about that on my other channel. If anybody is interested to know what other projects I have working on, then I will tell you guys about that later. All right. Yes, Tay, you better take yourself out on a date. Okay. um, yes. My personal channel is kind of like my travel channel. The reason I hadn't put out a video in a while is because the last video I put out was a Greece video. And for some reason it got messed up in the upload. So I ended up taking it down. Around that same time, I ended up losing one of my best friends. She passed from um she had an aneurysm and a stroke. And So it was just a difficult thing because I went to Greece because of her. So I had a hard time trying to get back to it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I have been doing the best that I can with that to try to get back on track in addition to the other things that I'm doing. So, it's coming, Um, more video content is coming. It's just been hard and I've been trying to just work my way through it, but you know, real life sometimes it hits you fast. All right, so let's get into the tea. If you have more questions, I'll get to those in a bit. We went to Santorini, Athens, and Mykonos. All right, so let's get into the Huntsville tea of it all. All right. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all. And this is really just an update on a story that we had done previously. And I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about it. All right. So I'm going to pull it up. Now, you guys recall when we talked about how Martell had shaded this city councilman, Devin Keith, from Huntsville, Alabama. And when we talked about it, when he made a post and then he deleted it, basically saying somebody let him know if Melody does any type of GoFundMe or something to that effect about for this man. And so people were speculating that maybe Melody was perhaps dating this young man or something because you know people want to I think people are interested in Melody's dating life. Melody does a very good job of connecting with her audience on a day-to-day basis, but she also does a great job of keeping her private life private. And it's something that I feel like she's mastered quite well. Um, Being a public persona, but also keeping certain things private, which I think is smart, right? So this is the man that it seemed as though Martell was sort of insinuating that Melody might have been dating. Melody has not confirmed any of this, by the way. And Melody goes live quite frequently on her Instagram. So I'm pretty sure somebody may have asked about this. Maybe they did not. I don't know. What I do know is we talked about this story because the man had been at Martell made this post because the man had been arrested for taking or not I guess scanning a either a $20 or a $10 set of headphones when he was checking out of a Walmart in Huntsville, right? So at the time, and the reason why I wanted to follow up on this, because in general, like I hate scandal. I really do. I hate it when we have to talk about these things because man, it just don't be feeling good. But I made such a big stink about the fact that it could happen to any of us, right? We be at the checkout line. I took a photo the other day and I meant to post it in the community tab because I was in the checkout line and this wasn't even the self checkout. I was in the checkout line and I had left two iced teas in the bottom of the in the bottom of the basket as I was checking out. And I looked down and I was like, oh my God, I forgot to put these on the counter. And so I gave them to the guy, he scanned them and I put them back in. But it just goes to show you that it's so easy sometimes to just forget that you have something in the basket. And so we talked about how easy it was to maybe forget that you didn't scan something that was in your basket as you're in the self checkout. But the problem with this situation is, okay, that allegedly this has happened to this man over 30 times. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you? If it's done happened to the man over 30 times, it ain't happening to you. Okay. Like this is a problem. Okay. This there is now see 2 times, 5 times, now 10 times, but 30, bruh, I was going to the bat for this. I really was. I was going to the bat. I was like, yes, it could happen to any of us. Any of us. Oh, it could happen to me. It could happen to me, but I don't know about the 30 times now. All right. Um, let's look at what they got to say on the neighborhood talk. Okay. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. So they say, neighbor, a Huntsville city councilman found himself behind bars after he was caught stealing from Walmart multiple times. Okay. It says, according to court documents, the Huntsville city councilman, Devin Keith, committed over 30 thefts across 3 Huntsville Walmart locations via their self-checkout. Now, I don't know if I could defend this. Okay. Uh, it says he probably would have gotten away with it too if he wasn't caught skip scanning in January. So apparently this is called skip scanning. All right. Skip scanning, meaning you didn't skip something in your scannerization of your items. All right. I don't think it was eggs now. That might explain it if it was eggs, because these eggs about $30 themselves. Okay. Skip scanning. Everybody say it with me. Skip scanning. Now, it says a store associate noticed what he was doing and made him pay for the skipped items at a kiosk. Following that incident, Walmart opened an investigation into Devin. They used the card number from his January transaction to search for previous purchases made at the stores with that card. It's a part of me that feels like, is this a scheme? Like, are they trying to like take the black man down? Because it just don't seem like this is something that this don't make sense to me. This don't make no sense to me. No, I don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it wrong that I'm being skeptical about it and I feel very conspiratorial about it? Is that wrong? Is it wrong of me? Yeah, it felt like a scheme. Something is not. It feel like something not right. But let me go on. This is just occurring to me as I'm reading it. So it says they used the card number from his January transaction to search for previous purchases made at the stores with that card. They found several. Then they checked the times to see when the card was used and went back to check the security camera from those dates. It says, child, they caught Devin skip scanning not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 31 times. Now 31. I thought 30 was bad. We didn't skipped over the edge now. Right. I need to see the footage. I need to see the footage myself because I don't know. It just something in my spirit that say, is somebody out to get this man? You know what I'm saying? But let me continue. It says Devin was finally arrested this week when he returned to one of their stores to steal some headphones. Listen. Oh, Lord. It says when he returned to steal, like, it says they saw his Steven ASS trying to sneak Let me tell you something. The captions at the neighborhood talk are unmatched. They are unmatched. Now it says, they saw his thieving ASS trying to sneak the headphones in a Walmart bag that he already had. He was stopped by loss prevention when he passed all points of sale. Now, in a Facebook post, Devin stated, I will no longer be discussing ongoing litigation. I have received a court date and I will give my final statement at tomorrow's city council meeting. More importantly, know that I love you all and I thank God for you. Now, I want y'all to get into this total amounts. It says his total amounts in thefts was $331.69, which means that he was stealing about $10 worth of stuff every time he came. $331.39. I mean, like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? Like, this seems like something, and I'm not saying this man is a kleptomaniac because I don't know him like that, but that sounds like kleptomaniac behavior based on my limited knowledge of kleptomania. Okay. Um, because otherwise, that is a very nonsensical amount to be stealing. Okay. If you gonna steal, well, first, why are you gonna steal? Like, again, I just feel like city councilman, you need to send your assistant to the Walmart for these small items. You don't need to be going to the Walmart, sir. Jam says it could be the thrill of it. That don't seem like, I mean, maybe it's just me and I don't understand it, but that don't seem like no type of thrill. But a thrill for me is watching Law and Order. So I maybe I'm the boring one. I don't know. I ain't trying to judge the man because the Bible say don't judge or something. Um y'all know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, Tiffany said his assistant ain't gonna steal for him, Richie. you right. It's Michelle, it just don't make sense to me. So after his second election win, he decided to start stealing. It makes no sense. It just feel like it feel to me like you know it just seemed like somebody trying to set him up for something. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. But I could be wrong. But I did feel like Renee says you are judging. Am I? Do I sound judgy? I don't mean to sound judgy. Me too. It is set up for the thievery, Jacqueline. I believe you. Logan says he's the reason why Walmart said they're gonna start charging us more. I don't know. I don't know 1,000 watts. Can we believe him? You know what I'm saying? Ladybug says maybe it's somebody that looks like him. Maybe he got a twin. Joy says you could judge a thief. What do you mean? Good question. um, Helen says the Bible also says don't steal. It's a setup. Hmm. Bruce, thank you for the super chat, who says, how is this whole council member stealing from city state he represents? Something don't seem right away. The whole situation, though. I'm with you. Yes, something seems. That's why in the headline I just put meltdown, because I was like, I don't even know what to say about it, because I don't know how much I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, I mean, the way it's, I mean, I believe the story. I believe what I see written, but do I believe that he did these things? I don't know. It does seem like maybe somebody don't want this black man to be in the city council, and this is their way of taking him out. Listen, every time it's a conspiracy theory, they be like, he was trying to buy NBC. He was trying to do this, and they done stopped him. Logan, you are so silly. I don't know, y'all. Yes. She did put up a post in support of him talking about good trouble, but that's not good trouble to me. Now, Jam, you done added another time. You said 32. It was 31 in the story. You done added another one. I mean, that's the truth right now. That's the truth. My nana says, don't judge people because they sin differently than you. Boom. Kat, you done put us all in our place today. You know what? And that's the lesson. That's maybe the lesson for him. Stop shopping at the Walmart. Vanessa said maybe he was an undercover shopper. Oh, God. Walmart retains all self-checkout customers for this reason. Habitual forgetfulness. Mm-hmm. We're going to pray for him, Brand Bella, because at the end of the day, whatever the case may be, he needs the prayers. Right. Thank you for the super chat, Helen. How many customers do they go back and check their cards? Setup. It's a scheme set up by Todd to come to us with the bull. Y'all want to see something else funny? I know that most of y'all not watching Salt Lake City because I didn't. But we do know that Heather had a black eye. I know how Heather got that black eye. Do y'all want to know how she got that black eye? Hold on. What else he saying? Nikki Nicole, the realtor. Y'all be looking good in y'all profile photos, man. And she's a realtor too, y'all. If anybody looking for a house, Nikki, where you located at? Somebody might be looking for a house up in here. Okay, that's why I shopped at the Target too. I'm with you on that. I am Cash. Okay, Aubrey, you watch Salt Lake City. Great, Audrey. Let's get into it. So, if you, I'm gonna play it for you actually, because it's in her own words. So, my friend, Sarah Galley, follow her on the gram. I love Sarah. I've done her podcast several times. She really gets into the psychological aspects of housewives and Bravo shows. She's a cool chick, love her to death, and she has behind the scenes, she has done a lot for me. So there's that. I want to just acknowledge her for that, because when people do good things for you, you always remember those people. Okay. Nikki Nicole is in New York and Connecticut, y'all. Shout out to your girl. All right. Okay. So let's get into what Heather had to say. And I want y'all to listen to this because we gonna, this pissed me off.
The truth is, I think I really hit it on this bathroom cabinet. And I thought I was defending my case by constantly saying, like, I hit it on the cabinet. It was not built to code. It was a cabinet over a seat. It wasn't my fault. But every time I said that, I think I was cementing it being edited out because there's a non-disparagement about the Airbnb. And that is the magic of reality television and contract clauses. But I played coy and did not play out well on television. But you guys showed up tonight. You have a copy of the book. You get to know the truth behind the black eye. That's it.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because low key, if we're going to talk about Robin, we definitely going to talk about Heather, because I don't know if you guys heard it, but here's what she said. She said that black eye, she hit herself on a cabinet in the Airbnb, and she was playing coy about it. And every time she said, oh, everybody knows what happened, that there was something not up to code in the Airbnb they were staying with. She says that they could not play it because of a non-disparity clause that the production company had with the Airbnb, meaning that she could not on air disparage the Airbnb that they were staying in, and they couldn't play that. But the problem with that, Heather, is that several times, and I'm gonna read you what my girl Sarah wrote in her commentary on this matter, because I feel like it's poignant to mention. Because truthfully, I feel like Heather has played us all. At one point in time, she said she had no idea what happened. One other time, she said she really didn't know. Another time, she alluded to her cast being involved. And then another time, Jen maybe did it, it didn't matter. She doesn't remember because she was blackout drunk. She can't talk about it because she didn't know. You know, for me, this is crazy, because you would wait and put this information out in your book so that people have to pay for it. So you're basically alluding to someone potentially having done something to you, dragging the audience on this roller coaster ride to make us believe that maybe, just maybe, one of your cast members had committed some type of heinous act to you. And so as a result, you got people online, especially, listen, they already was going in on Jen, but basically thinking that Jen might have popped her in the face, you know, after some type of drunken escapades that they had together after they was bumping bosoms together. So for me, I feel like that implication is crazy. All right. And then furthermore, you are also going to then tell people to go and read your book to find out what happened. And now you are giving this information out on your book tour, which to me is as bad as Robin giving the information out or her podcast and then telling people to get the extra tea on her Patreon. So for me, if we're going to come and see, that was the big issue that I had with the whole Robin situation. Whatever Juan was doing, that ain't really up to Robin to really have to explain to the audience per se. But in the context of the show and what they were discussing with infidelity, it would have been nice. But to then reveal that bit of tea again on the podcast when we done paid our good cable money and our money for our streaming services, and then to say to the viewing audience, oh, pay for this information on Patreon that you should have got when I was on the show. Oh, for you to say, Heather, go buy my book so you guys can get this information on what really happened to my black eye after you had us thinking that one of your cast members might have done this to you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You need to be penalized too. You need to be penalized too. You need to be penalized. What are we watching? What are we watching? What are we watching? At least with Robin, I could understand it because It's embarrassing, right? Who really wants to have to admit this information? That don't make me feel like it's right necessarily the way she went about doing it, but I could at least understand the idea of being humiliated by this information. But with Heather, there is no excuse. There is absolutely no excuse. Just simply say, you know what? I had an accident. Okay. It was me. I was clumsy. I was drunk. And that's what happened. Period. The end. I guess she gonna blame that on the cabinet too, the scratches. I don't listen. That's a good question. She turned into a whole hurricane and then maybe didn't know it. I don't really know. What I do know is, as I watched this, and this was on somebody's TikTok, so I have to call out that person's TikTok too. My friend Sarah posted it, but it was from the TikTok of Shanny Pants 2 on TikTok, in case you guys want to see the original video. So I wanted to give credit for that because that person, I guess, was maybe at this book event that Heather was talking about. And the crazy thing about it is so many people loved Heather at the beginning of this. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got to put Heather on a friendship break. You know what I'm saying? Girl, like you need a pause for a minute. They need to pause on Salt Lake City. I don't need to see Salt Lake City till 2025. Okay. Don't give it to me till 2025 because now the only people I got left that I actually really like are Meredith and Lisa, and they're not even friends. Oh, and Mary. Never mind. Mary's coming back. Forget it. Forget what I said. Y'all can come back later. Okay. I know a lot of people don't like Mary either, but she was entertaining when she was not being offensive. Okay. I readily admit she can be offensive, but she was entertaining. And Heather's sister had come out and said, Whitney, girl, Heather ain't talked to me since that we filmed those scenes together. It's been over a year. She used me for a storyline. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The sister came out and said that about Heather. I'm like, Heather girl. Oh, yes, prosperity thick girl 40. I'm gonna give this credit as best as I possibly can. Okay. I'm gonna give that credit as best as I possibly can. And when I forget, y'all let me know. I actually I forgot something the other day, and I have to shout out Anthony Lofties for putting me on to the fact that he was a part of a story that I forgot to mention the other day. So if I miss it, y'all charge it to my mind and not my heart, because I be on a roll sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Charge it to my mind and not my heart. But as much as I can, I try to be a blessing to other people. Because people were blessings to me. I would not even be on this platform if it was not for Funky Dineva telling me, get yourself on the YouTube. So I do what I can to put that energy back out into the universe for other people. Man, I be trying. That's all I got for y'all today on the docket. I love y'all for just hopping in with me today. You know, I am having such a good time with these lives. I gotta tell y'all a secret. I got a copy. I got a proof of the book. I will show y'all the cover, but I'm gonna wait for a special occasion to do that. But it's not. It's. Eek. I was trying to show y'all you know, it's a pretty easy read. I am super excited about it. I'm working on book number 2 right now, so just hopefully you guys enjoy it. I think it's going to be a fun read and a fun ride. With that being said, listen, y'all, Your boy has to go. I need to go get me some dinner. This is literally my 4th video of today. I pre-recorded Love and Marriage DC, so that'll be out on Sunday. Because I was able to get a press screener for that, and it is a good. Are y'all watching Love and Marriage DC? Hey, Pink girl, ow! Come on, Arthur. Pink girl, let us know your author name. Put it in the description, or put a link to it on Amazon so that people can know where to find your work. Boo. Put that link in the description if you can, or the title, so we'll know. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to make sure that people. Okay, so Love and Marriage DC, real quick. Super good episode. It is heating up. It feels, again, and I've said it before, it feels like old school reality TV, and I think you'll understand why when you see the episode. It was just good. It was just really, really good. That's what I can say. There's some really intense discussions on this episode. I cannot give out any other spoilers, but what I can say is I think you guys will enjoy it. All right? I think you'll enjoy it. All right, y'all. So listen, I will catch you all in the next video. Y'all be blessed on this Friday night. Get some rest, have some food, enjoy your time with your family, and know that I love y'all, and I will catch y'all in the next video.